Boker Tov.
Boker Or.
We are going to start our service on page 192. Matovu alecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Israel. How wonderful are your tents, Jacob, your houses, your homes, Israel. Bruchim Abaim, welcome, Boker Tov. We are going to start our service taking a moment to recognize our presence in this space. And we do that by thinking about our bodies and how we connect with our bodies. I invite you to turn your page to page 194 and to daven silently the blessing for the well-functioning of our bodies. Baruch atah Adonai, rofeh kol basar umafli lasot. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously.
Amen.
On page 196, the blessing for our souls.
Elohai neshama shenatata bi teorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi teorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi teorahi. תביא באוראי, אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה, טהוראי, אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהוראי.
Source of all creation, sovereign of all souls, praise are you, Adonai, in whose hand is every living soul and the breath of humankind.
נשמה שנתת בי טהורה, טהוראי.
ברוך אתה, אדוני, אשר בידו נפש כל חי ורוח כל בשר איש. We turn our Siurim to page 198 for the blessings that help us recognize the little things to help us to live our lives, those little things that sometimes we don't pay much attention to them, and they actually make our routines possible.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who stretches the earth over the waters. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who strengthens our steps. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, mabish arumim, amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, הנותן ליער כוח, אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, המעביר שכינה מעיני ושכינה מיפתי. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שעשני בצלם אלוהים, אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שעשני בת חולים, אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שעשני ישראל, אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, עוזר ישראל בגבורה, אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, עוזר ישראל בתפארה,
We turn our Siurim to page 204 for the blessing, for the study of Torah. Let's read it together. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. O Adonai, our God, let the words of Torah be sweet in our mouths and the mouths of your people Israel, so that we, our descendants, and the descendants of all your people Israel may know you, by studying your Torah for its own sake. Blessed are you, Adonai, who teaches Torah to your people Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai, hamelamed Torah le'amo Yisrael.
I invite you to choose between pages 206 and 207 and 211, if you like, a piece for a silent moment of personal Torah study. Page 212, the blessing for the Psukei de Simbra. The Psukei de Simbra, the verses of praise, are songs that we sing in order to uplift our souls. We try to prepare toward the Shema by uplifting our souls, by trying to connect with our souls. So I invite you to join me for the blessing that starts that portion of our service on page 212. Baruch she'amar baya ha'olam, Baruch oseh bereshit, Baruch omer ve'oseh, Baruch gozer u'mekayem, Baruch merachem al haaretz, Baruch merachem al habriot, Baruch meshalem sachar tov leriav, Baruch chai la'al v'kayam lanetzach, Baruch podeh u'matzil, Baruch hu baruch shemo. With songs of praise, we extol you and proclaim your sovereignty, for you are the source of life in the universe. One God, life of the universe, praise and glorious ruler, your name is eternal. Blessed are you, Adonai, sovereign, who is glorified through praise. Baruch atah Adonai, melech meulal, batish bachot. On page 214, Mizmor Shir leyom HaShabbat.
Mizmor Shir leyom HaShabbat, Mizmor Shir leyom HaShabbat, Mizmor Shir leyom HaShabbat, halalai, 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 halalai. Mizmor Shir leyom HaShabbat, Mizmor Shir leyom HaShabbat, Mizmor Shir leyom HaShabbat, halalai, 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 halalai. Tov leodot l'Adonai, ולזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדיך, ואמונתך בלילות. עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון וכינור. עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון וכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, יללי, יללי, יללי. צדיק התמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, אליי 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 אליי.
אשרי יושבי ביתך עוד יהללוך סלע. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They forever praise you. We are at the top of page 215.
אשרי יושבי
Continue with the reading of Ashrei over pages 215, 200, and 216. Or alternatively, you can take a moment for yourself to close your eyes and to think about what brings joy to your life. At the bottom of page 216.
תהילת אדוני ידבר פי ויברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם לעולם ועד אנחנו נברך בפי וברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם לעולם ועד ואנחנו נברך מעתה ועד עולם הללויה Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Beth Tikvah Shabbat, hallelujah. Benever bechinot, hallelujah. Betofu machol, hallelujah. Beminim beugad, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Betzit leshama,
hallelujah,
betzit letrua,
hallelujah,
betzit leshama,
hallelujah.
betzit letrua. Kol anshama,
Hallelujah, hallelujah, kol anshama. Hallelujah,
hallelujah, kol anshama.
hallelujah, hallelujah. Even if our mouths were full of song as the sea, and our tongues full of joy in countless waves, we could never find the words to thank you adequately, Adonai. We are on page 220 for Ilufino.
Ilufinu male shira kayam, or shoneinu rina kahamon galav, v'siftoteinu shevach kemerchavei rakia, ועינינו מהירות כשמש וחי הירח, וידינו פרוסות כנשרי שמיים, ורגלינו קלות כעיינות. להודות לך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו. אין אנחנו מספיקים להודות לך,
page 222 for the 22 for the blessing that concludes the Psukei de Simbra. שוכנת מרום וקדוש שמו, וכתוב פנינו צדיקים באדוני, לישרים נמה תהילה, בפי ישרים תתהלל, ובדברי צדיקים תתברך, ובלשון חסידים תתרומם, ובקרב קדושים תתקדש, ובמקלות רבבות עמך בית ישראל, מרינה את מה שמך מלכנו, בכל דור ודור, ישתבח שמך לעד מלכנו. אהל המלך הגדול והקדוש בשמיים ובארץ, כי לך נאה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו. שיר שבחה לב ושמרה, עוז וממשלה, נצח גדולה וגבורה, תהילה ותפארת, קדושה ומלכות, ברכות והודאות מעתה ועד עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני, ברוך הוא שמו. Let's say it again. ברוך אתה אדוני.
ברוך שמו.
Here you are. אל מלך גדול בתשבחות, אל ההודעות אדון הנפלאות, הבוחר בשירי שמרה, מלך ערכי העולמים. page 224.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעמד יברח ירטה וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון ובימיכון ובחייתך בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם עול מהמיה, יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה, שמר קודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה אמירם בעלמא, אמרו אמן. ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Top of page 228. Please read with me in Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvoreh choshech, oseh shalom uvoreh et hakol. And then keep going. ובטובו מחדש בכל יום תמיד מעשה בראשית. מה רבו מעשיך אדוני, כולם בחוכמה עשית, מלוא הארץ קנייניך. תתברך אדוני אלוהינו, על שבח מעשה ידיך, בעל מאורי אור שעשית, יפרוך סלע. אור חדש על ציון תאיר, ונזכה כולנו מארה לאורו. ברוך אתה אדוני, יוצר המאורות. Page 230. Ava Rabba.
Ava Rabba avtanu, Adonai Eloheinu, chemla gedola v'tera, hamata aleinu. Ba'avur avotenu ve'imotenu, Shabbat hu v'chag רחם עלינו, ותן בליבנו להבין ולהשכיל לשמוע, ללמוד וללמד, לשמור ולעשות, ולקיים את כל דברי תלמוד תורתך באהבה. והאר עינינו בתורתך, ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך, ויחד לבבינו באהבה ונראה את שמך, ללא נבוש ולא ניכלם ולא ניכשל לעולם ועד, כי בשם קודשך הגדול והנורא פתחנו, נגילה ונשמחה, נגילה ונשמחה בישועתך. יא לי 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 לי, יא לי 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 לי, יא לי 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 לי, יא לי לי, יא לי 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 לי.
As we put the four corners of our talit together, we say, gather us in peace from the four corners of the earth, and lead us upright to our land. For you, O God, work wonders. You chose us. Truly, you drew us near to your great name, that we might acknowledge you, declaring you one in love. Praise be you, Adonai, who chooses your people Israel in love. Baruch atah Adonai, abocher be'amo Israel be'ahava. Invite you to turn the page for the Shema. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 On page 234.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשתם נאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
Adonai said to Moses, on page 236, Adonai said to Moses as follows, speak to the Israelite people and instruct them to make for themselves fringes on the corners of their garments throughout the ages. Let them attach a cord of blue to the fringe at each corner. That shall be your fringe. Look at it as we do when we return the Torah to the ark. And recall all the commandments of Adonai and observe them, so that you do not follow your heart and eyes in your lustful urge, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת. אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת. אמת ביציב באהוב בחביב בנורא באדיר בטוב ביפה. הדבר עשה עלינו לעולם בהד. We continue with the silent reading over page 238, or alternatively on page 239. In great joy, Moshe, Miriam, and Israel responded with song to you, all of them proclaiming, "Who is like you, O God? Mi chamocha b'elim Adonai." We are on page 240.
שמחו גאונים, ולשמחה שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו, והמליכו ואמרו, לי 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 חדשה, שמחו גאונים, אוי לשמחה על שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו, והמליכו ואמרו.
אדוני ימלוך לעולם בהד, צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל, ובדי נומך יהודה וישראל. גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. We turn our Sidurim to page 242 for Tfilat Amidah. Please rise.
Adonai, שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, אומר חסדים טובים, וקורא הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לפני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוצר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה, רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי המתים. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו אדיר, שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני במקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו ומלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור, נגיד
גודלך. לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור, נגיד גודלך. ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך, קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם לעולם ועד. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, נגיד גודלך. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, נגיד גודלך. ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך, קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי שומרי שומרי
שבת וקורא עונג שבת.
שבת. כולם ישברו ויתענגו בטובך והשביעו ורצית בו וקידשת חמדת ימים אותו קראת לשכל למעשה וראשית. We continue with the silent reading of תפילת עמידה. נשתנו בצבאותיך בחתיך, יקנו בדלתך בסבינו מטובך בשמכנו ובשורתך בתר לבנו לעובדך באמת. וכינו ברוכת אדוני מקדש השבת. ויצא אדוני אלוהינו בינך וישראל בתפילתם בבא תקבל ותהיה רצון תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך אל קרוב לכל קוריו פונה לברך ולחננו בשופך רוחך ותק צלנו ושוכבה לציון ברחמים ברוכת אדוני מרשים לציון. מודים אנחנו לך שתורנו אלוהינו ולא יעמודנו וימותנו לעולם בארץ צור חיינו מגן ישנו נודה לך ונספר תהילתך על חיינו ומסירים בידיך ועל נשמות וקודנו לך בעל בניסיך בכל ים לך בעל כולם sing shalom to Baruch Bracha. We are at the bottom of page 260. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני, צורי וגואלי. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai my rock and my redeemer.
Shalom עלינו ועל כל ישראל
please rise as we open the ark to start our Torah service that you can find on page 362.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני ואין כמעשיך מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים וממשלתך בכל דור ודור אדוני מלך אדוני מלך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום כי מציון תצא תורה כי מציון תצא תורה ודבר אדוני מירושלים ברוך שנתן תורה תורה ברוך שנתן תורה תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד אחד אלוהינו גדול אדוננו קדוש שמו גדלו לאדוני איתי ונרוממה שמו יחדיו לך אדוני הגדולה והגבורה התפארת להנצח מהאור כי כה בשמיים ובארץ כי כה בשמיים ובארץ לך אדוני לך שבת שלום אז שבת שלום Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. It's good. Please sing with me. Shabbat Shalom, Reina. Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Your glasses are amazing. I love your glasses. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. Well, I still have the thing at the end of the month, so we'll see. We'll see what happens from there.
Seated, you may be seated.
Shabbat Shalom.
How are you doing? Shalom, shalom. It's good to see you. Shabbat shalom. So I want to, before we start our short conversation, I want to remind you that we have a conversation right now, but just one. So if you want to have other conversation, so this is not the time to have it in this space. You don't need to look at your books. You don't need to talk to your friends sitting next to you. Because when you start an additional conversation, it really, really, really disturbs the conversation that all the rest try to have together. So let's focus on this one. So we are reading what Torah portion, my friends? Vayetze. Vayetze. Vayetze Yaakov miver shav vayelech harana. We read the story of Jacob escaping from what? What happened to Jacob?
From some servitude, 7 years and 7 years to get his
Well, that's about to happen to him. It's about to happen to him. Right now, so in this Torah portion, Jacob is going to be escaping several times. It turns out that he is quite talented in escaping from places. Now, the first scene of this Torah portion is Jacob escaping from his brother, who really wants to apparently kill him. He's very, very angry because he took the birthright, the firstborn blessing. Yes. Now, he's on his way to Haran. Who is there? Laban. Uncle Laban. We call him Laban. So you can call him Laban if you want, but come on, Laban. His name is Laban. And now, Uncle Laban is there, and Jacob is on his way. I want to talk about the way. You know, and if you don't know, I'll remind it to you right now before we get into a very short conversation about something very important. He's going to work. What's the first scene in Haran? He goes to, Rachel is the first thing that he sees, but where does he meet her? At the well. Everybody meets at the well. That's the place that's the place that you know, I went to dance salsa when I was trying to find a wife, and that's how I found Noga. So that was the well. The well was the place to find people, and was the center of the town, the center of the life. I like to think about Shabbat here at TBT as a well, and it's the center of our Jewish experience, and people come for different reasons, not necessarily to take water. Now, he's going to get to know Rachel, and he's going to talk to his uncle Laban. He hugs Laban, and he says, I want to marry Rachel. And he says, no problem. You just need to work for 7 years for me. I give you Rachel.
He volunteers.
True. The second time he doesn't.
First time he volunteers.
Well, he offers that as an offer. But that's a deal. That's definitely a deal. It's a deal. And basically, we have more conversations. So basically, he works for his 2 wives, and he has his children, and he will end up escaping from Laban's land and going back to his fatherland. But that's something that we are going to discuss probably next week. We'll see. If Art decides that it's the right idea to discuss that, because I'm not going to lead that discussion. Now, there's a moment when he's escaping. How do you think he felt, Jacob? He's escaping from the land of his father and his mother. His brother wants to kill him. What does he do? His case, but what does he do? What was the first thing that happens? He goes to sleep. He's absolutely overwhelmed. He's probably depressed, scared. What?
He's got 13 kids, a lot of goats, a lot of people.
But we are going back to the beginning of the Torah portion. We're going back to it. So we share the story, what's happened with Jacob. So we don't have questions about that. But I want to go back to the beginning of the Torah portion, to that moment in which he's escaping from his brother. He has a dream, but the first thing that he needs to do is to sleep. I was thinking about, when I read this time, the Torah portion, I was thinking about something I was told when I was a mourner. When my mom passed away, and I really wanted to sleep a lot. The first months, I wanted to sleep. I wanted to sleep it through. So when we are, and then, and I checked that, I asked, why do I want to sleep so much? It's a very good way to escape, to emotionally escape. You can physically escape from one place, but the way to emotionally escape from and escape the situation is actually sleeping. He goes to sleep. He can't emotionally handle what's happening to him. But what happens is that he has a dream. And the dream is there to tell him, basically, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You got to move forward. He's a very depressed young man who has experienced a family tragedy. Because, yes, he was a cheater, yes, he misbehaved, but what happened to him turns out to be a tragedy. And he's absolutely overwhelmed, and he goes to sleep. And then he wakes up to a new world. After the dream of the Sulam, the dream of the ladder, that not for our discussion today, what does he say? יש אלוהים במקום הזה, באנוכי לא ידעתי. יפה. כל הכבוד, אילנס. I want to say again.
God was in this place, and I did not know.
Okay, the only thing is that the verb is in present, actually. It's not was.
Yes.
There is God in this place, and I did not know. Even if your translation says that it was. Yes is in present. And I want to invite you to think, as we read Parashat Vayetze, about how we find God, how we find meaning, how we find purpose, how we find light in moments in which the only thing that we want to do is to go sleep and to disconnect from our reality. We went through a couple of tough weeks. Many things happened to us, to the Jewish people, and over the last couple of weeks. From Pittsburgh to the conflict in Israel, and to have 200, 300, 400 rockets over our land is definitely overwhelming. The fires in California are overwhelming. We are affected by those fires. We have many people that we know that are affected by these fires, that lost their homes. We don't know how many people has died because of the fires in California. We know that we lost almost 3 Jewish camps in California. The main thing that I hear is that people are overwhelmed. And yes, we have all the right to be overwhelmed. Lots of things are happening. And as we are overwhelmed, we also need to have the ability to take some time to rest, to recharge our energies, and to try to find meaning to go through these very difficult days. Because eventually, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we need to go through that light. Each of us define what that light looks like in his or her own life. But the main thing is to make sure that we recognize that light, that we recognize a sense of purpose in our lives, and we go toward that. Shabbat Shalom. Let's start with our Torah reading. And if you are struggling to find that sense of purpose, invite me for a coffee. I'd love to think with you, to brainstorm with you.
We are on page 194. Yamdu, Lelia, Torah Rishona, Herschel ben Abraham HaKohen, Florence, Moshe Yerachmiel ben Abraham, Baruch Lieb ben Ile Ufreda, Henry Cohen, Mitchell Goldberg, Bruce Meltzer. And the reader is Mitch.
Baruch hu es Adonai HaBarach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher b'chabanu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et torto. Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah.
Amen. Vayetze Yaakov Mibar Shabbat Vaylach Harano Vayifga Bamakom Vayelet Shom Kivo Hashemet Vayikach Mi Ma'avnei Hamakom Vayasham Marash Tov Vayishkaha Bamakom Hahu Vayachalom Vahine Sulam Muzov Artsoho Varosh Toho Magia Hashamayma Vahine Malche Elohim Olim Vayordin Bo.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nota b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah.
Amen. Yamdu, Lalia Torah Harishit, Shenit, okay, Avraham ben Hershel, Mina bat Yechiel Verachel, Esther bat Moshe, Chuck Gladstein, Mindy Gladstein, Lynette Northcutt.
Daphna's chanting.
And Daphna is chanting and enchanting.
Oh, thank you. That's a very nice thing to say, if I say so myself. Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'charbanu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah. Amen.
Verse 13.
Amen. V'ine Adonai nitzav alav vayomer.
Vayomar.
Vayomar ani Adonai Elohei Avraham avicha ve'Elohei Yitzchak haaretz asher ata shochem alea אליך אתננה ולזרעך, והיה זרעך כעפר הארץ, ופרצת ימה וקדמה, צפונה ונגבה, ונברחו בך כל משפחות האדמה ובזרעך, והנה אנוכי עמך, ושמרתיך בכל אשר תלך, והשיבותיך אל האדמה הזאת, כי לא אעזבך עד אשר אם עשיתי את אשר דיברתי לך.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם
אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
תעמודנה לעלייה לתורה השלישית, דפנה בת מיכאל ורדה, מלכה בת יורחה, Daphne Gooderman, and Ludmila Serlin.
Daphne's father too, maybe?
And the reader is Nitza. And we are at verse 16 now.
Maybe, yeah. Do you want your father to come up too?
He doesn't want.
Okay.
He's Israeli.
Okay. Oh, you're a leader.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Leolam Va'ed.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן.
ויקץ יעקב משנתו ויאמר אכן יש אדוני במקום הזה ואנוכי לא ידעתי. וירא ויאמר מה נורא המקום הזה, אין זה כי אם בית אלוהים וזה שער השמיים. וישכם יעקב בבוקר ויקח את האבן אשר שם מראשתיו וישם אותה מצבה ויצוק שמן על ראשה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. אמן.
Yeah. Right there. Okay. Yamdu Mordechai ben Yehuda v'Chaya Kaila v'Yaakov ben Yitzhak v'Evelyn Lelia Hamaftir, Mark Filowitz, and Jay Weinschecker. And we're on page 213.
Are we not also in chanting, Rabbi Aaron?
You're not chanting.
Yes, he is.
Are you chanting? Okay,
He
Mark.
isn't
Mark,
chanting.
yeah. Oh, yeah. You are. Ashante.
Baruch et Adonai Ambarach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Ambarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. V'yashkem Lavan baboker v'nashek Lavanav livrotav yivarech etchem v'yaleh v'yashav Lavan libimkomo v'Yaakov halach ledarko v'yifguvo malechei Elohim. Yomer Yaakov kasheram machane Elohim zeh v'yikra shem hamakom hahul machanayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. to ask God's blessing for all those who are called for an aliyah. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak Yaakov Sarar V'chal Rachel V'Leah Hu Yivarech Hol Akroim Asher Alu Chayom L'Kvod HaMakom L'Kvod HaTorah L'Kvod HaShabbat HaKodesh Baruch Hu Yivarech Otam Ve'ed Mishpachotam V'yishlach Bracha V'chatzlacha V'chol Ma'aseh Ydehem Im Kol Yisrael Alechem V'nomar Amen. Who bless our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Bless all those who have come for an aliyah for reverence for God, respect for Torah and Shabbat. May the Holy One bless them and their families and prosper all their needs, together with all fellow Jews everywhere. Let us say
Amen.
Amen. And while the Torah is out, ask God's blessing for those in need of healing. Mishaberach Avotenu Gemotenu Avraham Yitzhak Yaakov Sarar V'chal Rachel V'Leah Hu Yivarech Et.
Ed Rosenthal.
All those in need of healing from the fires, the tragedies we've experienced recently. Kadosh Baruch Hu, Yimalei Rachamim Aleihem, V'ha'al Imam, U'rapotam, V'hazikam, V'shlach Lachem, V'cheira Refuah, Refuah Shlema Mi'ashamayim, Refuah HaNefesh, Refuah Haguf, Chashta Ba'agalah, V'zman Kariv, V'nomar. Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal all those whose names were mentioned, together with all those who are in need of healing. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. Let us say,
Amen.
Amen. Please rise. Let's dress the Torah.
Zot HaTorah Asher Sa Moshe Lifnei Bnei Yisrael Al Pi Adonai B'yad Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe.
We do, all right. I'm always looking for a handout.
I hope that we got the right verses. Can you take and pass in that direction?
So we're continuing with our study of Pirkei Avot. And actually, I should probably see the translation that we have.
Make sure that we have 9 and 10.
9 and 10.
Good. I hope that that's what you
Okay.
prepare, Rabbi Art.
Okay. So just to remind everyone, last week the last verse that we studied had to do with being a judge and lawyers, so is that legal context. And so we're continuing on from that framework, but we can broaden it. Everybody have it? Yes. Okay, so line 9, Shimon ben Shatach Omer, Chave Marbe Lahakor et Ha'edim. We're going to do all verse 9 together. Vechave Zahir bidvarecha, Shema mitocham yilmedu leshaker. So the translation that you have says, Shimon ben Shatach says, examine, witness thoroughly, but be careful with your words, lest from them they learn to lie. Now, I have another translation I have says, Shimon ben Shatach teaches, question matters deeply, and be careful with your phrasing, lest you reveal your bias and hear only what you want to hear rather than what is true. So what is the message from this? Are we only talking about a judge interrogating witnesses? What does this get at? What do you think?
Not to gossip. Not to talk about.
Not to gossip, okay, that's a possibility. I still think we're talking about trying to get to the truth. When you're trying to get to the truth, whether you're actually a formal judge or whether you're just somebody trying to ask for information.
Listen more, speak less.
Listen more, speak less. Okay.
Maybe.
I think that we have a phrase currently, 2 words that we use that fits this perfectly, and that is confirmation bias. Okay? When you inquire, are you inquiring in such a way that you're looking to get back the answer that confirms what you think is the answer, or that you want to be the answer, or that you think is the truth, or that only reflects your viewpoint? Or are you asking questions in such a that in a neutral way that's designed to elicit the truth, whatever it may be, without tipping your hand?
But
But
if you think about Tehillim, Psalms, that says that Emet b'Shalom, they need to work together. Truth and peace, they are supposed to work together. So you can read that if you go too harshly, if you push too much those that you are asking, they will, in order to release themselves from the situation that you are placing them into, they will just lie to buy for themselves peace. And maybe what this is trying to point out is that the only way to achieve truth is by offering shalom.
So the witness, when I say witness, a person who is being questioned should feel in a safe place and be able to answer the truth?
You need to give space.
Okay.
And be patient.
One of those situations where we're talking about using torture and that you can always get the person who is tortured to say what you want.
Interesting. So is torture an effective means of eliciting information? Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. But who are we to question anybody on anything?
Who are we? It's our obligation to try to find the truth.
On matters that concern you only. I mean, these matters.
Okay, well, I think the assumption I think here is that we're in a position where we're always obligated to seek the truth, I think.
Yeah, but probably the rabbis are referring to investigating witnesses. They're probably referring to that.
So next verse. So we have is Shemaiah and Avtalyon received, which are the two rabbis who are in these verses, received from them. Shemaiah said, "Love work, hate lordship, and do not become familiar with the government." A very strange set of. Now here's another translation.
I love that.
Love work, shun clerics. Now, by the way, what's the Hebrew here? Usna et harabanut. Hate the rabbis.
Not the rabbis, the rabbinate.
The rabbinate.
That's a huge difference.
Sorry, okay.
Don't hate the rabbis, but hate the rabbinate.
Okay, hate the rabbinate.
There are many rabbis that do.
Okay. Shun clerics and do not get cozy with the government. Okay, so let's break this apart a little bit. First of all, love work. Now, we in our society sometimes have the impression that work is bad, and if only, if we only get through hump day to the weekend, live for the weekend, and then if we only get to retirement, we get to retire, and wouldn't that be great? That is not the Jewish view. We were put on earth to till the land. It was only when Adam sinned that the thorns and the thistles and all that came out and became a curse. But ideally, in the Jewish view, is that we get dignity from honest work. And that is the fulfillment of your goal in life, is to work. So the rabbis say, love your work. Now, what's this shun clerics or hate the rabbanut? it's actually connected to the next one. Do not get cozy with the government. And then well, before I tell you what I think, any ideas? What is the connection maybe between the Rabbanut, or let's just say organized religion, maybe? That's a way maybe you could say. And government. Is there a connection between those?
Just separate the two. The power of government.
Okay,
and power
okay.
of
And what way are they common in that we would want to
Because they have
avoid
power
them?
over you.
They have power.
They have authority.
Authority and power. Okay, very good. So the commentators say it's actually better not to seek leadership positions, not to seek power, not to cozy up to those in authority, because it's corrupting, and because both organized religion and government seek to aggrandize their power. So it's very insightful. Yes.
If you want to raise your level of avodah, of your work, to holiness, then being told what to do and how to do it kind of squashes the enthusiasm and your kavanah in order to make your work meaningful to you and therefore to those who you serve.
Okay, I would also add, to the extent that you love your work, you are able to be more self-reliant and independent of power structures. Okay, we have some hands, but I don't know if we're out of time. Rabbi, you want to continue, or? Okay, yeah. Okay, Mitch, go ahead.
It almost makes it sound as if Rabbanot and government are antithetical to the love of work. They really all go hand in hand. It's how you find that cooperative and avoiding the power struggles that lead to power. You need a Rabbanut and you need a government. What you have to do is make sure even you, the individual, in the love of your work, you don't become influenced by it, but at the same time, you should be able to be influenced to make sure it operates for everybody. So I struggle with this concept that tends to put both the Rabbanut and the government in a negative posture.
Maybe there's another possible reading about the Sneta Rabbanut, and has to do with the love the work. When you think about the Rabbanut as the legal authority that makes you accountable for the performance of mitzvot, that's by definition an idea that we try to escape from. We don't do mitzvot, we don't perform mitzvot because of the reward or because somebody's checking on you, but you do that because of the love for the mitzvot. So tov et hamelacha, love the work, and sneta Rabbanut, get away from the Rabbanut, get away from the fear of being accountable or in front of an institution that shouldn't exist to make you accountable, because you're supposed to live your life in a different place or space. Yes, maybe different.
Margaret, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, it kind of ties back to number 9, though. It's okay to have the order and to look for direction, but you still have to learn for the truth and not just accept what's given to you blindly.
Somebody else have a hand up?
Yeah, it's harder to question authority if you're, if you're cozy with them. It's easier to question from an outsider's status.
Okay, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We are going to return the Torah to the Ark. Please rise. We are on page 374. כי לקח טוב נתתי לכם תורתי אל תעזבו עץ חיים המחזיקים בה ותומכיה מאושן דרכיה דרכנו בכל נתיבותיה שלום השירנו אדוני אליך ונשובן חדש ימינו כקדם. Return us to you, Adonai, and we will return Renew our days as in days of old. We're on page 586 for Aleinu Leshabeach.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו כחומונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל. ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אלוהינו, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום השם אותה אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת
זקן עולם במלכות שדי, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו You may be seated. At this point of our service, we take a moment to acknowledge mourners among our community. If you are during the first 7 days of mourning, Shiva, please rise. If you are during the first 30 days of mourning, Shloshim, please rise. If you are during the cycle of the first year of mourning, please rise and remind us who you are remembering. If you have a yahrzeit, an anniversary of death this week, please rise and remind us who you're remembering.
My aunt, Jeanette Carl.
My father, Arthur Cohen.
Ken?
My wife, Anita.
Daughter, Esther, our aunt.
Barbara?
My mother, Christine.
Now you can support our fellows while standing or sitting, joining us with your voices and your hearts for Mourners Kaddish on page 598. יתגדל ויתקדש שם רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותה וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, באמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושילתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, לאמירם בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה בן שמיה, בחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל Emru, amen. May the memories of your dear ones be for a blessing. Zichronan lebracha. You may be seated. So, couple of pieces of information. On the 28th, we are going to gather here at 3 p.m. At 3 p.m., even if you can't make it at 3 p.m., come whenever, right? Until 6. Come whenever until 6. 6:15, don't come. We are going to gather to prepare the Shabbat dinner of the 30th, of Friday 30th. We are going to co-host with our friends in the transitional housing of Pathways of Hope. A Shabbat dinner here at Temple Beth Tikvah is going to be themed with Thanksgiving. So I think it's a great opportunity for us to somehow translate our spiritual work into actions of solidarity and partnership. So I'd like to encourage you to join the team that are going to be cooking, and of course to come here on Friday the 30th to share a Shabbat dinner and a Shabbat service, which is going to be a bit shorter. So know that. If you are coming on Friday the 30th, don't expect to have the entire service. It's going to be a bit shorter because we want to dedicate some time to have a different kind of Shabbat dinner when we are meeting such a wonderful group of friends. So that's number one. Number two, Hanukkah this year is super early. It's like another 5 minutes. So, well, actually, it's 2 weeks. So this, on the 5th, December 5th, the Men's Club, the Sisterhood, ECLC, our religious schools, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, are organizing a joint party. We have a latkes competition that was suggested by the Men's Club, and there are going to happen lots of things. We're going to have lots of wonderful activities for children, for adults. We will all celebrate together Hanukkah. We are going to light, of course, Hanukkah, the Hanukkah candles. So we are going to start that party at 5 p.m., but come whenever. If you finish your job at 6:30, come. If 7, come. We'll be here for a couple of hours, so we'd love to have you. The children are going to be here, the adults are going to be here, and we will share a wonderful community time. On the 7th, we have family services. Now, if you haven't been here in the last 3 family services, I want to tell you that family services are rocking, are a real joy, rocking. Okay. Anybody else wants to try? Okay. So they're a real pleasure. They're a real joy. So, and we have made a little transition. We use a bit less the prayer book, the Siddur, and we are using a presentation. They're definitely different. So if you haven't given a chance to family service in the last, 6, 7, 8 months, it's a good opportunity to give an opportunity to these services. They're a wonderful multi-generational experience. For those that like to talk about multi-generational experiences, family service is a real one. Bring your grandchildren. Make sure that you do. So that's it. That's all the information for now. And that's going to be, of course, a Hanukkah family service. Let's conclude our service on page 625 with Adon Olam.
אדון עולם השם הלך בטרם כל יציר נברא להן עשה וחרצו כל עשי מלך שמו נקרא עשי מלך
והוא היה, והוא הווה,
והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא יהיה בתפארה. והוא אחד ואין שני,
לעם שלו להחמירה, בלי ראשית ובלי תכלית, ולא העוז זה המשרה, ולא העוז זה המשרה.
אני וחי כהני, בצור חפני בצרה, והוא ניסי ומנוסתי, מנת כוסי
ביום אקרא, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא. בידו אף תברוכי, בעת תשען והעירה, ועם רוחי גביעתי, אדוני לי ולא ידע, אדוני לי
ולא
יראה. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. May God give us the strength and the blessing of peace. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I didn't have any more guitar.